Hello and welcome to Hot Air. I constantly forget to do this, where the microphone is still off and muted. So, hi.
Hello from the other side. You know, it worked so much better the first time. You know, here I am with my grand big entrance.
You know, at least I noticed earlier than last time. Okay? So I think from now on, we might just have to ignore muting the microphone during the introduction and just have to be really, really quiet like we used to.
I feel bad for that one viewer who's probably like, why is my internet never working? Unplugs it all. And it's
Or
just...
like tries to reconnect the Wi-Fi. It's like, why isn't this working?
Oh.
So, you know, I'm sorry for the people that have that problem.
It is 100% Noah's fault.
It's totally my fault because because we have the microphone and I'm the only person with the mute button right in front of me, and Dunphy can't control it. Nor does he know how the technology works. Well,
what does that button do?
Yeah, okay.
It's a red flashing light.
To be fair, it's pretty simple. But so first of all, for those of you looking at our Instagram feed, we have where can you find us, Dunphy?
At Radio Hot Air.
At Radio Hot Air
on Instagram. And soon to be Twitter.
Oh, really? Still no Twitter?
No, but
still
very soon. Did
you get the check mark yet?
No, I emailed Instagram.
You did? You actually emailed Instagram. And how did it go?
I haven't heard anything. And
Seriously?
It's been 3 days.
Those douchebags.
But I wonder how many people actually email them regarding
check marks. I think a lot of people, because I think it's a social symbol, social status thing. Because imagine you're among your friend group and you're the person that has a verified little tick.
Our 11 followers and we get a verified
Yes,
tick.
how cool would that be? How cool would that be? Because then we're verified as, you know, we're Hot Air. We're Radio Hot Air. We're there. We're, you know, ready to record. And then we got a little, you know, like a
tick.
I think it's just a social approval stamp.
It is.
I think it validates everything that we're doing here. He's getting Instagram to recognize us.
And this is going against all our morals from last week about social media bad.
Exactly, social media bad, yeah. But we still need the validation of a multi-billion-dollar corporate. Isn't Instagram part of Facebook?
Facebook, yeah. And WhatsApp now?
See, WhatsApp is, it's all this. Well, I think WhatsApp was for a while, but they just started branding it now.
Yeah, that's what I hate. Now when you open it up, you have to be reminded.
Exactly. So, but point is on Instagram, we have... What?
A lovely photo of our original microphone that we have loved and cherished for 11
we still have the same microphone, Dunphy.
It's not the same when it's tainted.
It's
damaged goods.
Wait, so you think when something's been damaged, it's different? So if someone breaks their leg, they're different people, they've been tainted?
No.
Do we have to throw away our microphone?
We have to throw away.
Do we have to throw away a perfectly functional microphone because it has a deformity? Are you being...
No, I am not. But it doesn't affect it because that's just a shell,
It doesn't.
Right?
I don't think it does. It just makes it look gross.
It does. It doesn't look...
You know? But someone Dunphy, do you want to tell the story?
Well, being the kind-hearted man I am...
Yeah, big mistake. Don't be kind. No, kidding.
For our final year at school... In one of our classes called Media Studies, we have to produce a short film documentary.
May I just point out that I feel a lot of the subjects that have studies in them are always a bit jokey, and that people hear, oh, it's this studies, or it's gender studies, or something along those lines.
Pakistani studies.
Media studies is I would say, a real subject.
It's a good subject.
It's a good subject.
It's a very good subject.
And it's difficult and hard and requires a lot of commitment. So... This is to preface.
Yeah.
It's not to those
to those ladies,
listeners. To those listeners who is like, oh, it's media study. It's not. It's some serious media work.
It's some serious baloney. But yes. So the microphone. A few people have asked me, can we borrow it just so we can record some narration?
Because it's such a good microphone.
Because this is the bee's knees of microphones, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, of the microphones we can afford, yes. Unless you want to go into like some serious stuff. And also, this is one of the microphones that has a USB connection.
Yes, and that's important.
That is important because otherwise you do some like MIDI crap, you know.
It's annoying.
Anyway, sorry, continue. I keep taking you story.
Anyway, we call this person X. A French person X. And
it's like, what's the point of... Okay.
No, and person X decided that they would need to borrow the microphone for a prolonged period of time.
And why the prolonged period of time?
Because they didn't organize their narration period on the day, and it just kept getting extended by days.
Okay.
So the microphone spent a week in our common room. And it got returned in a bag, zipped up, tied up.
Yeah.
And I opened it today, and lo and behold, the dent.
There's a dent. I think I'm very annoyed. Nothing we can do about it. I think an apology would have been nice, you know?
Well, I don't even think they realized. That's the thing that's like, how did you not realize there's a dent?
Yeah. Well, nothing we can do now. All that we can do is forgive and forget. Okay, first topic of the day. Did you want to start with your topics, or do you want to go with mine? What's the plan here?
Well, do you think your topic can... Yeah, let's go with your topic.
Oh, you want to go which...
Okay.
First of all, there's a topic I want to discuss, which is the China social credit system, which we'll discuss near the end of the episode. But first of all, I'm going to be talking about this thing that happens to me while I'm running. And I used to be quite into running, and then I stopped, and then I'm back into it now. But what I've noticed is I use Samsung Health on my phone to track how far I run and how long and whatever. And in the last, I think 500 meters, I assume in the last 500 meters, I hear a robot voice in my head, like on my headphones, who says, "Nearly there, keep going." And I think it's so. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm just kind of like, shut up, let me run, or don't turn off my mute because it like pauses the music, or it like makes the music go a bit softer. I'm just like, no, I'm like running, don't bug me. What do you think about kind of robots encouraging you?
I don't like it. It's almost like when a teacher sits in an exam and says, 5 minutes remaining.
I think for me it's different, because for me it's like you don't care, right? You have no emotions as to whether I can finish my run or not.
We don't know each other.
Yes, there's no connection here.
You know my health, you know my like status on my phone, but you don't know who I am.
Yes, exactly. So this robot doesn't care. It's just programmed to say, you can do this, keep going. And it's also a robot voice, you know. It's not someone pre-recorded who says, you got this, you know. But no, it's just like imagine like the Siri kind of voice. That's what you get.
You got this.
Exactly.
Oh,
and that's not what you want.
No.
And it's just so annoying, and I don't know how to turn it off. What was even worse, when I used to run, when I was trying to get into it for the first time, is I used on Something Healthy. You can also do like a training program where you kind of build up your how fast you can run. So the robot says, oh, at this time you're supposed to run this fast, then this, then this, then this, and at the end you'll have run X amount of kilometers.
Okay.
And it's supposed to build you up so that you're running at a good pace and learning good methods or whatever. Now, this robot was such a pain because I'm quite stubborn, and so whenever I was running, I was like, I'm going to run at my own goddamn pace. I'm not listening to this robot.
Oh, no.
And so it's like, now you have to run at, 3 kilometers an hour or something. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to go at my own pace. It's like, you're going too fast. Slow down. I'm like, oh, go away, robot. I think I was getting really aggressive with this robot. And I was getting really upset with it. And whenever I was running, I just press a button and then it starts the thing. So I kept forgetting to change it. So whenever I started running, I would hear the robot saying, and now for your warm-up. Slowly start running down the street. And I'm like, nope, I'm gonna just start running. Screw you, robot. So it became a kind of me hating the robot, and then the robot obviously doesn't care. So what was even worse is it was at the moment I kind of felt a level of triumph and success when the robot told me to slow down. And it's like, you can't match me, robot. I'm ahead. Screw you, right? But no, when I got to a certain point in the training program, it was like I had to speed up, and I wasn't going fast enough for the robot. So the robot was saying, speed up, keep going, you got this, you know. And I was just like, oh, and it was such a pain. And even on one day, the robot said to me, are you sure you're up for a run today? And I got so upset with this robot. You're telling me that I'm not fit enough to run at your pace, robot? Who are you to decide who's, healthy enough? I may have been a little sick at the time, but I was very grumpy with this robot.
2 things I can say to that. Number 1, you'd be a very bad pilot. Any automated system, speed check, overspeed, speeding, terrain, pull up.
Oh my God.
I'm taking you on, robot.
I am my own person.
I am my own pilot. I know where the mountains are, not you. And number 2, you took on a toddler last week, and this week you're taking on a robot. What next? This.
You know, I was.
Maybe you should just stick to indoor running. Treadmills, mate.
No, but the other thing is I also get really passive aggressive with navigation systems because I'm like,
I can just imagine Google Maps.
Because first off, sometimes Google Maps is sending me in the wrong direction. Where I'm like, it says go straight, turn right, and I go straight and I turn right. And it's like make a U-turn. That's whenever possible. I'm like, no, but I did the thing you wanted me to do, and I end up going the other way. And then I end up and I had it that I've had to go the same road up and down like 3 times because the robot keeps telling me to go different places. And I'm like, I'm supposed to trust this robot who doesn't know anything apparently, who can't even handle getting me home. And I have to trust them to get me across town. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Or it's like, go into this very busy street where there's this small traffic jam. It's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to go left because I know it better than you. And then I also have a very kind of a successful moment against the robot, which I'm quite happy about.
For those who can't see my face, I am rubbing my forehead.
There is the largest of face palms going on right now.
Are you one of those people that if you know sort of where you are on a navigation system, it says turn right now, but you're like, no, I'm going to take the next right because I know that right's better. Yes,
I am one of those people, but to my own detriment because I get lost so often. So I'm really like, I've inherited from my mom a very bad sense of direction where I think I know better than the robot on my phone. And then that gets me lost because I don't know better, but I refuse to admit it. And what's even worse is, as I'm saying this, I am conscious of that trait of mine.
Yeah.
Yet each time, I will still say, nah, I know where I'm going. Click, turn off close my phone, right? Or I do this thing where I refuse to press start on a set of instructions where the robot's like, in the next, go ahead, go straight 500 meters and then turn right. I refuse to press start. I only look and I say, okay, you want me to follow this dotted line? Fine. And then I walk it and then I look at it and again in 10 minutes, I was like, oh, I should have taken a right a couple blocks ago. Well, guess we're going for a long walk. So this was even worse is I was on a holiday to Berlin over Christmas. Me and my brother were trying to get to the Lego store. And I kept thinking I was going the right way because I checked my phone. I was like, okay, we go down this road. And then I kept going wrong. And then we walked for a very long time trying to get to the place.
And then walking back was really short?
No. Well, kind of. We kind of made it. And I don't know why my brother kept letting me just kind of navigate us because I think he was trying to get me to learn to navigate things as like a life skill. But apparently I didn't learn anything. Oh. I know. It's sad. Are you a navigation person, Dunphy?
Yes.
Oh, you are very good with navigation?
Yeah, very good. Passed my navigation exams. If aviation. No, but like I'm someone, they do test you that when you pass your pilot's license. They say, okay, point on the map where you're located right now.
Oh.
And then they say, try and get to this place. And then you have to, what I do is you follow highways. Mm-hmm. And then you follow highways to where you have to go and you fly.
Are you stubborn when it comes to Google Maps and like TomToms or whatever?
No, so with Google Maps to save on 4G and also battery, I'll look at where I have to go before and I'll visualize it. And then I'll put the phone away and I'll remember it.
So you don't press start either on the instructions?
Before I leave, I look at it and then I can remember. I'm really good with rights and lefts and straights and...
ups and downs, I guess, because you're flying.
No, but I find it really interesting. I love navigation.
But so you're stubborn. Would you ask for directions from people if you're lost?
No.
So you are kind of stubborn.
Like
you wouldn't roll down your pilot's window and ask another pilot next to you, like, hey, how do I get there?
No, it's like at camp. I was lost, but I wasn't going to say I was lost. I was the navigator. Do you remember?
Oh my God, I was with you.
Yeah.
I remember that. He was navigating. I remember that. For the people that don't, people obviously don't know, we were at a camp and we were hiking through the Dutch wilderness. I say hiking because hiking's a very strong word. It was a lengthy walk. And we got a map and a compass. And Dunphy had to get us to the hotel that we were going to.
I got us there and I took the wrong left
and he took the wrong turn and we got so lost.
And I twisted my ankle.
Like we were one of the first groups to leave, right? Because we left and staggered. We were one of the last ones to get there. And then Dunphy's like, "Oh, I'm such a good navigator, yeah." Mm-hmm.
I literally took the wrong left right before we got to the hotel. That's what's so annoying.
Oh my God. Anyway, so apparently Dunphy, confident navigator.
I am.
Apparently, I pretend to be a confident navigator. I'm like, I know where I'm going. That's not the case. But, I guess the moral of the story is I should trust and not trust robots in the same way. If that makes any sense.
Trust robots for ordering food online.
Yes.
That's about it.
Oh, that's that's all you can do. That's all you can trust robots for. Forget, anything to do with data.
Haven't you seen Will Smith?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you this question.
Ask me the question.
Do you think that Monopoly causes family fights every time you play it?
Yes.
Yeah, right?
It does. The time.
Then why play Monopoly?
Because it's so much fun.
It is fun.
It's so much fun.
Like, I refuse to unwrap my box of Monopoly.
Seriously?
In my family household because I know it's going to end in
it's great.
Someone being choked out.
I always play Monopoly with my dad, and it is so intense because whenever I win, I never let him hear the end of it. I'm kind of mean that way.
Oh, no.
And I say to him, and he lands on one of my buildings or one of my streets with a hotel on it, and I just say, business mind. And I say, oh yeah, it's like, oh dad, how much in debt are you, or how much do you have to pay me? And it's like, you know why? Well, because I have a business mind. It's just, I try, and then the terrible thing is when he wins, he's more civil with the winning, and that really annoys me because I feel you should just kind of rub it in as well, because I feel like a douche when someone else,
Oh no.
I know.
We should play Monopoly and report back. Report back on how our game was.
But do you think Monopoly is luck or not?
No, it's strategy.
You really think Monopoly strategy?
Yeah. I have particular buildings and particular plots of land I buy. Because they're logically speaking, they're more likely to be landed on. Like the reds and the greens
Yeah.
are more likely to be landed on the blues, but the blues are worth more.
Yes, I know that's the entire point, because there are only 2 blues, but they're 3
No,
greens.
but where they're located on the board, you're more likely to roll one.
Oh,
in that
really?
section. Yeah.
I don't know. I think the strategy that I always went for, which I think is the main game strategy, is just buy whatever you land on. It's just, you land on this one? Buy. You spend. No, at the start. That's what you do at the start.
Yeah.
Because the people that have, you may think that you're losing at the start when you have if you get a bunch of little streets and you have no money. But the people that are actually losing are the chumps that by the first or second round still have a bunch of money. Then you know that you've lost. Then it's over. You can't redeem yourself. Because if I'm going around buying one, that means you can't have any of the blue streets. You can't have any of the pink streets. I just have all of the things,
That's smart.
But what's your strategy when you go around the board?
Okay, hang on. Before I answer that, are you a utilities guy?
Yes. No, I'm not a utilities guy.
Same.
I love the train stations though.
Yeah.
The train stations are killer. I love them.
smart.
They're not very good, particularly late game.
No.
I just think they're fun because I have Star Wars Monopoly, a Star Wars themed Monopoly, and the train stations are the Star Destroyers. So
that's cool.
It's very cool. And Rebel fighters is the Rebel ships, like a Corellian cruiser. So that's very fun, and that's why I buy them.
You lost me at Rebel.
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I got Star Destroyer.
Yes.
I've seen that. They're the rectangular.
Yeah, they're the Doritos. The Doritos.
The Doritos.
Yeah, they're the Doritos.
That's smart.
Yeah. Anyway, but Monopoly, one of my favorite things. Okay. Let me just do one thing here. I need to prepare something.
While you do that, I'll entertain them with some music.
Okay. Well, you know what I really get annoyed with? How's it going? As a greeting. The thing I wanted to do there is I wanted to say how's it going to you, and I wanted you to respond, but you didn't.
Oh.
I was trying, I was trying to role play here.
See, I don't ask that. I ask, how's it hanging?
Oh.
And then people say, pretty good, what about yourself? And I always reply, a little to the left or a little to the right. Or
one of those. Okay.
And one of those.
I don't know. That's funny. I think that's quite funny.
See that?
For the first time that you hear it. But if you hear it a bunch of times, but if you hear it all the time, it's not.
So why do you hate your greeting?
But, okay. I don't know. It's not. I don't say it. Because the thing that bugs me about because you interact with a lot of people. Do you ever hear people say "How's it going" to you as a hello, as a replacement for hello? Yeah. How do you respond to "How's it going"?
Yeah, not bad, fine, pretty good.
Yeah, and always one of those.
Yeah, you can't answer. Yeah, it's going really bad.
Yeah, That's the entire problem of the thing.
No, but the thing is, you can't say...
Why ask?
No one, like, okay. People ask, how's it going? It's just a greeting because no one expects you to say, yeah, not good.
Then just say,
the
hi.
The wife's gone or the husband's gone or...
Yeah. Then just say hello or hiya.
No, because then it doesn't seem sincere. When you're not
But
being
it's not
I know. But this is the problem.
If everyone knows it's not sincere, then why ask? Because I feel like we've socially understood from each other that when you ask how's it going, the other person doesn't care.
Okay.
You know, why would you still then pretend to care if the other person knows that you don't care? What's the point? If we understand this, obviously, because we're discussing
But we
it.
think that we care. That's the issue. We believe we care, but we don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you think less of people that ask how's it going as a greeting?
No, not at all.
Not at all?
Nah.
Well, would you... Okay, you don't ask that ever. I ask how's it going to people, but I mean it sincerely. Because I'd never ask a person that I don't know very well. I try, yeah. I'm trying to change the social status of the greeting. Because I never ask people that I don't know very well, how's it going? I say hi or hello or, you know, this kind of thing. Instead of, you know, because the thing is whenever I ask someone, how's it going? They always say it's good. But then I say, do you really mean that? Do you really mean that you're good? Because often people aren't good. They're okay. Or they're kind of not great.
Well,
and I want to know, especially with my friends, what makes them kind of not great. Or why they're having a bad day.
Here's a little trick. Also for you, the audience. If someone ever says, yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah.
You know what FINE stands for?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Freaked out, insecure, neurotic, and emotional.
I thought it was frantic.
Nah, freaked out.
That's freaked out?
Freaked out.
But it's 2 words.
Freaked out. Oh, wait, no. Freak out. Yeah, that's it.
Watch out, we'll get sued, okay?
No.
So,
freaked out.
yes.
That's better.
But I don't appreciate it as a greeting.
No?
And I think I try to point it out to people when they say it to me. And I say, or when people ask, I always answer honestly. Or I try to at least. If someone I don't know quite well, just say, how's it going? I say, yeah, it's okay. Or, yeah, it's good. And they'll tell them why. Because I feel like every little step changes the way that we perceive that greeting.
Well, I ask you, like in the morning sometimes I ask you, how you going, mate? Or how you doing?
Yeah, but that's, I assume that's sincere.
Yeah, it is.
It's
but
sincere.
You have a tell. Whenever you're not doing well, you go like this. Yeah, you rub your head like this a little
Really?
bit. It's so, yeah.
I have a tell. Never knew. I
like,
never.
When you're not doing too well, you like go like this. Like Mr. Michael always goes like this. You go like you play.
No,
with
but
your
that's
hair.
just whenever I teach Mr. Michael. This is when he's frustrated. He does that. I know that experience. He was once reading an essay of mine, and it's the entire time he was just face palming just the entire way through.
It was year 10 drama.
No, it was my university application letter.
Oh.
But anyway, so how's it going as a greeting? You know.
Yeah.
What's if you are trying to talk to someone
Yeah.
and you don't know them very well and you're trying to say hello, what do you say to them? How's it hanging?
No, I say like good morning or hello all or when I know someone a little better I say good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Ah, so you have the Australian terminology.
Yeah,
I couldn't pull that off.
I use good day a lot.
I couldn't pull that off.
No?
People give me funny looks if I go good day. Because they're like, what are you trying to do? You're trying to be funny? You funny man? You know? See, this kind of thing. I wouldn't be able to do it. It's the cultural barriers. And besides, if I meet some like really hipster or millennial people, they'll be like, are you appropriating Australians' culture? No, but...
That's my biggest fear. One day someone's going to say that to me and I'm Australian. Really? You don't sound Australian? That day.
Would that make you very sad?
It would.
Why?
Someone said I was South African. I was like...
Oh, but did you take offense to that?
Yes!
Why?
Because I'm very proud of my culture.
Okay, what is, in your opinion, what's Australian culture?
Being awesome.
Being awesome?
Just
that's not good.
Being the greatest country on earth. Oh, wait, after America, of course.
Thank you.
No.
Respect, Dunphy. No.
I don't know. I'm so proud to be Australian.
But what about it?
I don't know what about it. I love the sense of community. I love where I live. You
don't live there, though. I'm just trying to answer the question. I can tell you why I'm happy to be Dutch American.
Why are you happy to be Dutch American?
Boy, I was asking you first.
No.
I was asking you first.
No, if you're so confident, come on.
I can tell you.
Okay.
I can tell you why I'm very, proud to be an American. I can actually links to the topic that I want to talk about.
Stop avoiding the question.
But I believe in honesty, and I will tell you why I'm so proud to be an American. Because the United States, even though it has its political issues with its two-party system and the current president, I think it is such a place that harbors. I think we talked about this last episode or the tipping episode, but I'll say it again.
Cue the eagle.
Yeah, it's such a place that allows for the creation of new opportunities. It embodies freedom, and the people are such obviously I'm generalizing, but I find American people to be very kind of accepting and kind, and always being willing to kind of help out and see what the problem is. So the foundations of the United States, which are democracy, freedom, capitalism, are something that really resonates with me, and that's very proud. Was one of the reasons why I'm very proud to be an American. Now
you maybe shed a tear.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was really sweet.
Why are you proud to be in Australia? Also, I'm proud to be Dutch because the Netherlands is also a very cool place. I like the directness of Dutch people. I like how economically innovative we are and agriculturally innovative we are in all that kind of different sense.
I will tell you why I love Australia in 2 words. Kylie Minogue.
No, seriously, come on.
No,
if you have such unconditional love for anything,
I would die for my country.
Yes, that's unconditional love.
Yeah, it is unconditional love.
Why?
I would do anything for my country.
Yes. Why are you like a little dog in the lap of your country?
Because, that my country.
And I meant that in the nicest way, like a cute little lap dog. I wasn't trying to be mean.
What, like a bald chihuahua? No, I don't know. It's just I always have a connection with my home. Anything that resembles Australia, I'm like, Australia.
Yeah.
You see that?
I see. Yeah, I know. Why?
I don't know. It's like, why do you love your mum? Because she's your mum.
No, because my mom. If my mom was mean, I wouldn't love my mom.
Okay, bad example.
Yeah.
You love your dog.
I do love my dog, but my dog is lovely too.
Okay. Yeah, see, Australia is lovely too. And no, but I think
you're not pinpointing why. You're just not answering the question.
I don't know how to answer the question.
You know what you're just saying? Why do you love this thing? Well, because it's the thing.
Yeah.
That's like, why do you love a computer? Well, because it's a computer.
It's like I couldn't tell you why I love aviation so much. It's just it makes me feel free.
Okay.
Australia makes me feel free.
Well, I wanted to get. I understand. I understand what you're trying to say.
I'm so confused.
But I wanted to get back to something which made me feel like an adult, which is what happened to me this week. No.
Oh.
I registered to vote this week. Thank you. And I was super excited. Why? I mailed off my application because you have to mail things to the American government because they're kind of old-fashioned. So I had to mail in my voter request ballot. And I felt so adult because I was like signing things and inputting my social security number and filling up official documents. And I'd sent it off, and I was so proud of just myself. And I'm like, man, I am contributing to the democratic process. And I loved how America just lets you do that. I've never lived in America, but because I'm a citizen and I live in the Netherlands, they're just allowing me to vote in that country
and pay tax.
They're allowing me to pay taxes. Yes, it's a benefit to pay taxes. It's what you want to do. But I was so excited, and I'm very excited. Like, I've been researching who's my because I registered in where my mom used to live in New York, and I found out who my House representative is, and I found out. I was looking up when the senators in my state are up for re-election, and I was seeing all this kind of different stuff, and that was exciting. And I was like, I can contribute to the democratic process.
Are you gonna vote for who's the lead prosecutor? What's that job called? That title?
Oh, that. I don't think I can vote for
state senator.
Not state senator.
State's attorney.
State's attorney. I can't vote for state's attorney because they only let me vote for federal elections.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't live there.
Live in the state.
So I can't vote for like state senator or state whatever. But I can vote for the federal government.
That's cool.
Which is so cool. And I just really wanted to give like a shout out to America. And how they not in general, but specifically how they provide the opportunities for people that don't live there to vote in the country. Yeah. I think I appreciate that. Do you know if Australia lets you do that?
Yes. You have to vote.
Oh, you that? What do you think about that? Great. No, seriously. What do you think about that?
I think it's good because Australians just have a somewhat of a, pardon my French here, but a stuff all attitude when it comes to it's like, gotta go down to the polling station, love. Don't really want to do it. So I don't think my mum's voted in years,
Seriously?
and she's meant to,
Why hasn't she?
because you have to do what you had to do, and then you have to mail a ballot to
That's what
some
I have to do.
address.
Yeah,
and-
I have to do that. It's not a
but
problem.
this is your first time. This is
My
my
mom
mom's
votes.
30th time.
My mom also votes every year.
Your mom's good for the government.
Yeah, no, she sends her ballot to also the state of New York where she used to live because she's still registered there.
Yeah.
So
There's no excuses.
there's no excuses. I would if I had a kid and they wouldn't vote, I would be very upset with that kid. And I was like, for example, I was
Come election day, you wouldn't speak to it.
no, yeah, it's like it stops being a person the moment it doesn't vote. No. Or like with my siblings. My siblings didn't vote in the last election, and they were both 18. And I was super grumpy with them because I thought, it's your civic. Not everyone gets to vote, First off, all of the immigrants in the country who aren't citizens don't get to vote. People all around the world who live in non-democratic countries don't have the opportunity to vote. I was very grumpy, and it's like, why didn't you vote? Yeah, well, because it's New York and it's gonna be a democratic state anyway, and it's like, no, but it's still your responsibility.
As an American,
As a citizen of any country,
it is your responsibility to vote.
it is your responsibility to vote. Unless...
But North Korea, that's a democratic DPRK.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? North Korea, Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
They have votes all the
Yeah,
time. They have elections all the time. Kim Jong-un is just...
Yeah, elections. Mm-hmm.
He keeps getting...
Re-elect, yeah, it's magic.
It's almost like it's rigged. It's not, though.
It's not. It's very fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
It's very fair. People just love him very much.
Yeah, and
it's,
good. Yeah,
it's international.
there are statues of him.
Everywhere.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good for him. Good, yeah.
It's the people, they can't afford cutlery, but they have bronze statues everywhere. That's why they don't have cutlery, because they just sacrifice their metal for statues.
Those North Koreans are great people.
They know what's...
They sound like they give so much, and it sounds really nice.
Just keep giving and giving. Chocolate racism.
What?
Chocolate racism, Dunphy. Or not racism. Discrimination. What do you think I'm talking about?
Oh,
What do you think I'm talking about?
I don't know.
No, tell me. I think...
I don't know.
Okay, I will explain, because you're giving me a look as if you're really concerned.
Yeah.
I'm simply talking about how, personally, you have dark milk and white chocolate.
Yeah.
What's your preference? It's not a race thing. I'm not trying to trap you into anything.
Okay.
It's legitimately talking about just chocolate.
Okay. Well, I've always been a white chocolate, not milk, a white chocolate fan.
Me too.
Yay!
I have the exact same feelings, but the amount of shit I get for liking white chocolate is insane. I've always I offer someone some chocolate, and it's like, what kind? I say, it's white, and then oh my god,
it's disgusting.
And they have never been on such a high horse when they discriminate against me wanting to eat white chocolate, or not patronize, more patronizing than discrimination, obviously, because there's
I
not.
don't understand what's wrong with it. It tastes great.
It tastes great. It's
And
delicious.
dogs can apparently eat it.
Oh, but I would still not get.
No,
I
I've
wouldn't.
never.
But it's not dangerous. That's my point. It's
Yeah.
also a point. It's not dangerous.
It's good.
And then people are just like, oh, white chocolate, really? And then they always follow up and they say, technically not even real chocolate.
Does white chocolate have Coke?
It doesn't have cocoa liquor in it, which is they separate the cocoa bean into cocoa butter and cocoa liquor, which they make from cocoa nibs.
Okay, so it does still have cocoa.
Butter in it, but none of the other cocoa stuff.
It does not. It does not contain cocoa solids.
That's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't contain cocoa solids.
It's great. We're literally stopping slavery.
What?
Well,
No, 'cause it still comes.
we're cutting slavery down.
No, we're not, because it still comes from snake cocoa. It comes still from cocoa bean. But not to hate on white chocolate, of course, because the people that hate on it and give me shit for it, I'm just like, whatever. I'm going to enjoy my white chocolate, and I'm just not going to offer them any.
You and I will be eating our chocolate Easter egg. Oh,
Exactly.
sorry, our white chocolate Easter egg.
Yes.
In the common room, and no one can have
And
one.
no one's going to have one.
Yep, I'm happy with that.
I'm happy with that, too.
It happened the other day. Remember,
What happened?
we were in our economics class, and we offered our teacher some.
Yes. And she refused.
She said no.
And she even was like, oh, white chocolate?
What? Really?
Yeah, and she was like, and she said, I hate white chocolate. And I'm just like, oh my God. The amount of feelings that people have about this simple decision between dark milk, white, It doesn't matter. You should have whatever you want to have and not give other people shit for having what they want to have.
Exactly.
You know?
It's a free world, people.
Yes, and then I feel like I get judged
For what chocolate?
for white chocolate. I feel like they say, oh, it's the inferior chocolate. It's like kids' chocolate. It's like, no. It's delicious, okay?
It is.
And do you feel as if people judge you for liking white chocolate?
Yes.
You
all
get
the time.
yeah? What do you in what way?
Peers at school.
Yeah.
They'll say, "Oh, can I have one?" And I was like, "Yeah, go have it." They'll unwrap half of it and they go, "Ew, it's white," and put it back. It's like, I don't want your
put it back?
Yes, I don't want your half
God.
unwrapped white chocolate egg.
Yeah.
Eat it.
What did you do with that egg? Did you throw it away? Eat it?
I ate it.
Oh my god.
It's white chocolate.
Yeah,
man.
okay.
I was hungry.
You were
But it's still like, why?
Yeah. I completely agree.
Imagine if, like,
Well,
hang on. Imagine if I'm adopting a child, and then someone's adopting a child, and they're like, "Oh, this isn't I wanted an Australian child instead of a New Zealand child, and put the child back." That's just so wrong.
I think that's the wrong comparison.
It really
it's
is.
Totally the wrong comparison.
What about a dog? When you go get a dog from a dog shelter?
Oh, you know what happened to my dog?
Oh, what happened?
Nothing. It's fine.
What?
But
What?
No, but I'll tell you this.
Okay.
It's because it's similar.
Okay.
When we got our dog, my mom is a bit, she likes getting purebred. She got purebred dogs, which I don't agree. I don't agree with personally. I think she should have gotten rescue because it's better. But our dog is very cute, little Shih Tzu, and we got him and he was brown, and then now he turned more grayish, and he's not. It's like it's been a year. His color of his fur changed, and it's like my mom saying, "Oh, we've had him for a year, but no, his color of his fur changed. We're sending him back." But of course, my mom's not doing it.
It's a joke.
But that's like as an example.
But yeah, see, exactly.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
So
thank you.
I think. Do you don't have any opinions of people that like other kinds of chocolate? Do you have any stigma against like the people that are like, oh, I like dark chocolate?
Look, dark chocolate has its benefits. Apparently, a piece of dark chocolate and a glass of red wine before bed is meant to prolong your life.
Seriously?
Apparently, so.
I don't buy that. That's
I
the
don't buy it
chocolate
either.
and liquor lobby talking, man.
Yeah, it is, man.
Anyway, but
it's like it's that sort of stuff. It's like great, good for you. I'm happy for you. You can enjoy your milk chocolate or your dark chocolate.
I feel
and
like
I'll be here.
dark chocolate does. I don't know. I feel like socially speaking, dark chocolate has kind of a stigma of being fancy.
Yes,
and
let
like-
me have my cigar infused
yeah,
white chocolate,
and-
dark chocolate.
Yes, exactly. I feel like it has a kind of a thing of being fancy, and then milk chocolate's down the middle, and I feel like white chocolate's the like sweet for kids.
Yeah.
And I don't understand, even if they have these kind of stigmas or kind of things attached to them, why people don't like white chocolate, because it seems like just a catch-all that everyone would just enjoy.
It's like white chocolate's almost like a social taboo to like when you get to a certain age.
You think so?
But that's not true. Like my mum likes white chocolate a lot, and I like it. But then,
But would you ever see her get just a bar of white chocolate? She just gets bars of white chocolate.
Well, not like goes to Albert Heijn out of her way and just goes white chocolate.
Okay.
But we were shopping and she got like those chocolates with the hundreds and thousands on them.
The what?
Hundreds and thousands.
Hundreds and thousands.
The small balls in different colors that you get on top of cakes and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you mean.
The sprinkles.
Cake sprinkles.
Cake sprinkles. Hundreds and thousands. You don't know that?
No, is it Australian?
Apparently so.
Okay.
No, but
Oh, I had Tim Tams a couple weeks ago.
They're
They are
great,
so
aren't they?
good. Oh my god, sorry. Anyway.
audience, buy some Tim Tams.
Yes.
And support the Australian bushfires. No, but and she got some white chocolate with some 100,000 sprinkles on them and ate them and loves them.
Nice.
Yeah, takes them in to
Anyway,
work.
So white chocolate should be more socially acceptable. I
Exactly.
think is the conclusion that we're drawing here.
Yeah.
We should change the world. Okay. Do you want to do the quiz?
Yes. Now, viewers, I have made a quiz and it took me.
Oh, can I complain about chocolate a bit more?
Yeah.
Okay. I was having, celebrations. Sorry, I forgot. I just saw the show notes and I remember if I'm not going to talk about it now, I'll never talk about it.
Hit us.
Do you know celebrations?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the people that don't know, I doubt you wouldn't know, but I'm still going to describe it to you. It's a little box of chocolates and it has all of the different Mars brand chocolates. So it's like Mars, Snickers, Twix, Milky Way, Maltesers. Oh, dude, I love Milky Way too. It's my favorite one.
Yeah.
It's my favorite chocolate.
The box, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Milky Way. They have this new Milky Way, which is a Milky Way cylinder, and it's a chocolate wafer. So it's a wafer, a chocolate. It's a chocolate wafer.
Really?
And in the middle you have like Milky Way kind of thing, and then it's enrobed in chocolate. Okay.
I don't know.
It is not very good.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's not the original Milky Way.
And I was so grumpy because the original Milky Way wasn't in the box.
What?
I know.
So they've replaced it.
With this like wafery Milky Way.
Is it cheaper to produce?
I don't know. I have no idea. It's different. It's not bad, but it's not the original Milky Way. And I felt like duped.
You felt betrayed.
I felt betrayed because I'm like, why are you putting off-brand bullshit in my freaking celebrations box?
That's one way.
I want, like, if you want to put in some extra things, that's fine. But I want my Milky Ways, the original Milky Ways,
I want them
in
back.
my chocolate box.
So take that, Mars.
Take that, Mars Corporation. Take that.
You put
your
the-
goddamn Milky Ways back in the box.
I don't want your cosmic ways, whatever the hell you're gonna call it.
I don't want those. I don't want those wafer bars. I don't want those wafer cylinders.
No.
I want classic
Milky
Ways. And we're back
To the quiz?
to the quiz.
Oh wait, I have something to complain about chocolate as well. No, I'm joking. Back to the quiz. So,
I was gonna have to do another transition there
I
if you
know.
did that.
So many transitions. Now, members of the public.
Just enjoy the music, people. That's all I can say.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy the music. Thank you, Martin.
Noah and I decided that we're going to do another quiz because we haven't done one for a while. And we are going to do a visual quiz, which you can't see, which I thought about very detailed. So Noah's going to have to describe it.
Wait,
And what
a visual quiz? That seems like a
Yes.
very poor idea on a podcast. You know what I'll do? Name that plane.
And you have to describe it.
This is a nightmare.
But you have to... So the name of the plane will appear. Like,
Okay.
you have to guess
You
the
know what
name.
I'm going to do,
Yeah.
people? Is I will, if Dunphy reminds me,
Yeah.
put in the show notes of this episode
A link to it.
links. Is this a website?
No.
Or did you make a PowerPoint?
I made a PowerPoint.
Okay.
I'll put it on...
We'll put it on Drive,
Yeah.
and then you can press the link, and it'll open a Google PowerPoint that you can look at and try to name the planes. Okay?
It'll be fun.
You can play with us.
Yes.
Okay? Or maybe I'll find a way to just share all the planes with you. How this is going to work is when you're playing at home, you need to say it out loud. If it's a Boeing 777,
Yeah.
okay, you need to say Boeing 777. Otherwise, you won't believe yourself. Otherwise, it's like, oh, that's what I meant to say. No. Okay, let's go.
So, I'm going to press
First
it.
plane. The first
plane.
one.
You're going to
Okay.
describe it to the audience.
I'm going to describe it. I'm going to be.
And then you're going to say the airline, which you probably will be able to visualize.
oh, I can get the airlines.
And
I
the
can
airlines. But you have to guess the headquarters of the airlines
Okay.
and the aircraft, what company it's built by, and the aircraft model.
Okay.
So, let's start easy.
That is,
So
it is currently the largest passenger plane in existence. It is a double-decker aircraft with 4 engines, and it has a wonderful kangaroo logo on the tail.
So, what airline could that be?
It is it says it right there.
Yeah?
Qantas. It's a Qantas airline.
Now, where is Qantas based?
It is based. Oh, we had an argument about this, didn't we?
Yes.
I remember a long time ago.
But
'Cause I said it was based in. I think I said it was based in Hong Kong or Singapore.
Yeah.
But it's based somewhere in Australia.
Yes.
And I'm saying it's gonna be based in Sydney.
Okay.
Okay, wait. And
you have
the
to-
manufacturer is Airbus, and it's an Airbus 350,
So, you're going A350.
A350. That's it.
It is a Qantas Airbus A380. And it's HQ in Sydney, Australia.
That's
so,
good. Good for me. Good for me.
That's 1 point.
Nice. That is 1
I'm
point.
really proud. That's good.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it is what looks like a narrow body plane, and the airline is Cathay Pacific because that's what it says on the side.
Yeah. Do you know where they're based?
I want to say Indonesia.
Indonesia?
Or maybe Singapore, and it is quite. I feel like there is at the bottom of the wing there is a B, and I'm going to think that stands for Boeing, or maybe it's Airbus.
Okay, I'm going to put you out of your misery there. B, that is the registration of the aircraft.
Okay, it's registration of the aircraft. I'm going to say this is it looks like a modern plane with modern engines, and I'm going to say it's the Airbus A320neo.
Well, you're very wrong.
Oh, shit. Is it Boeing?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
And it's the 777.
Oh, I don't even...
200ER.
I don't know.
And it's
I
based
don't
in
know.
Hong Kong. Cathay...
Okay.
I thought you were so close because you said Hong Kong. And I was like,
in the previous one.
I was like, what?
No, I said Singapore for this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think you'll do better on the next one.
Okay. Oh, that's a Delta.
Where's Delta based?
It's somewhere in the Midwest. I'm pretty sure. Is it?
I don't know.
Isn't it on the slide?
It is. I don't know where it is.
Okay, well, folks, this is a narrow body plane. It looks like a smaller aircraft, which is probably more of a regional jet in America. And it's Delta. Delta is one of the big 3 or 4 American airlines. Is it 3 or 4 American?
4.
One of the 4 big American airlines. I want to say it's not a Boeing. It's not an Airbus. It's probably Embraer or.
No, you were right. You're wrong. It is Airbus, but it's
Airbus.
Airbus's new aircraft.
No, it's Airbus, but they did a thing with that Canadian company, and the Canadian company is called. I forgot. It's not Embraer. Is it Embraer?
Yeah, the Bombardier.
Bombardier.
I say Bombardier, but it's actually
Bombardier, and it's their joint venture. Bombardier Airbus, and I don't know what the plane's called. Georgia. Oh, Delta Airbus. Okay, I'm totally wrong. I was like, yeah, that's how that works.
Now, folks, let's see how patriotic Noah is for this second last one.
Oh, it's an American. Okay, this is an American fighter jet. It's very sleek. It has all these kind of sharp edged lines.
It looks modern, right?
It looks. No, I want to say.
You don't think that's modern?
Is that misleading? Are you trying to mislead me? Is it old?
No.
Is it a Cold War plane?
No, to be honest, it genuinely looks modern.
Is it modern?
No, and it also.
Is it modern?
And that's I had to put the Australian on here, but the American's fine.
Oh, is it an F-16?
It's not an F-16, but you're close.
F-22.
Not an F-22.
I don't know what the aircrafts are called.
No. Oh, you were so close.
F-17. I don't know.
An F-35.
You didn't give me a chance to get the manufacturer.
Oh, yeah.
You ruined it. I was gonna say Lockheed Martin. It could have been Boeing too. I would have said Lockheed Martin.
I would have given that to you.
I assume this is the aircraft that you fly.
No, it isn't. But it is the most commonly flown.
Flown
is the most commonly driven. No, it's the most commonly commanded.
Okay, so for the people at home, it is a single prop plane, which means it's a propeller in the front of the plane, and it's like. It has non-retractable wheels, and it looks like a 4-seater. It's very small. It's like one of those rich asshole planes for people that have too much time on their that have too much time on their hands and are trying to learn to fly. Not you, Dunphy, because you want to be a pilot. Don't worry.
It is officially called a SEP, a single-engine piston.
Oh, aren't pistons very dangerous? Piston engines.
Piston engines, and then they're
very
unreliable.
Not
unreliable.
Anyway,
sorry. Yeah. What do you think? It's the most commonly used aircraft manufacturer for general aviation in the world.
It's not Boeing and Airbus.
No, it's way smaller. Starts with a C. I'll give you that.
I'm not gonna say that word.
It ends in na.
Cena.
You're so close.
Sonar.
So close.
Sano. I don't know. Sanar. Sino. I don't know. I give up.
You give up?
Yeah. What is it?
Cesta.
I wouldn't.
You see?
You know how he looked at me there? He looked at me like, Noah, you're so close. You're about to get there. You're almost there. You nearly got it.
Yeah.
And then he says it, and he's expecting from me like, I'm so stupid. I didn't get it. But no, it's completely lost to me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, and the very last one.
Oh, this is that looks like Ooh, okay. So
describe it.
It is a blue aircraft, and it's a jet engine. It's 2 engines, and it's a KLM plane, which is the Dutch airline, the Koninklijke Luchtvaartmaatschappij, which is the Dutch Royal Airline, right? Okay. And it's based in Amsterdam. It's based in the Netherlands somewhere, but I don't think maybe it's based in Amsterdam.
That's I researched this and I was shocked.
Oh, it's not Amsterdam.
No.
Maybe it's like Utrecht.
So, manufacturer?
Okay, manufacturer. This is my line of thought. European airlines tend to use Airbus. But big ones tend to use both. So, statistically speaking, I think it's Airbus because it's a European airline.
Okay.
And I'm going to say for headquarters, I'm going to say Lelystad, which is where you fly out of. It's a general aviation.
It is.
Amstelveen.
Yeah.
It's a Boeing airline? It's the Dreamliner.
It's the Dreamliner.
It's the most famous plane in the world. And I didn't recognize
For the right reasons. Good on you, Boeing.
Good on
The
Boeing.
one right. No, but where do you know where that? How do you pronounce that in the Dutch?
Haarlemmermeer.
And
Haarlemmermeer is the county. I think this is the American conversion. It's the gemeente, the county of where Schiphol is.
so Schiphol technically isn't in Amsterdam.
It's not. It's in Haarlemmermeer.
Amstelveen.
No, kind of different. It's not. It's in Haarlemmermeer. It's a different place. But interesting. Okay,
And that's it.
that's it. Well, I got 0.
No. You got the one at the beginning.
Yeah,
You got
no,
half. You got,
I got
half a point.
No, I got the airlines, all of them.
So you got the
But
KLM.
that's because all of the airlines are on the side. Oh, except for the. I'm so sorry. For the. I don't think there are many aviation buffs listening to the show, but if there are, I'm sorry to you, person listening to the podcast. You know who you are. You know exactly who I'm addressing right now. You, yes, you. I'm sorry.
You don't have to be
Okay.
sorry, because if you were to name like what is it? Who is this character in Star Wars? I would.
Yeah.
That would actually be fun.
No, you wouldn't get it.
No, I reckon I would.
I don't think you
Darth Vader, Darth Maul,
would. Do you know who?
Darth someone else. No, who's the robot guy with the 4 lightsabers?
Yeah. What's the robot guy called? Huh?
Luke Skywalker?
No.
No. Anakin Skywalker?
No.
Roger Federer? Oh wait, no, he's a tennis star.
General something. His name is General Grievous.
Never. No.
Okay, yeah, see. Okay. Well,
Princess Leia.
in the last 10 minutes of the show, we're going to do something else, Tad. We'll talk about We'll talk about more other things next week. But this time, I wanted to talk about something that's near and dear to me.
Okay.
And it's a political kind of thing. And this is what we're doing in the last 10 minutes because some people don't like political things.
So
and
tune out now.
No, don't tune out. Don't listen. It's very important. It's very important that you listen because it takes 8 minutes of your life,
And it's
then
educational.
you get a bit informed about what's happening in the world.
Okay.
The Chinese government.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, let me give you a little background before we start. At school, there was an event for Chinese New Year.
Yep.
And I am personally someone who really dislikes the Chinese government. I don't mind Chinese people at all. I just don't like the Chinese government. Okay.
So what, you don't like how it's run?
No. Yes.
Okay.
I don't like the Chinese government's policies and the way
Okay.
that they influence and what they do.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And it's more than dislike because I also don't like the current American government. I don't like the president, the policies that he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But for China, it's even stronger because it goes against some of my fundamental ideologies, right?
Okay.
And basically, I'll keep it very quick because I was trying to do something kind of activistic to, help the younger kids who may not understand learn that China, yeah, sure, it's Chinese New Year and it's fun and it's fortune cookies and whatever, but it's also actually a dictatorship with, a terrible president who's putting people into concentration camps. So, in cooperation with my school, we decided we're going to send out a video. Which is an educational video for the kids that they discuss in the mornings with their form tutors when they're getting registered for school. And then we wanted to do some more things, but then the school didn't want us to get political, so we couldn't, which is fair. School's not a political place,
It's
you know?
not, yeah.
So I'm using my podcast, I'm using the podcast to voice my issues.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So what China's doing, one of the many things that they're doing, is first of all, they're imprisoning the Muslim minority in China and putting them into re-education camps,
Okay.
which are camps where they are forced to learn the national anthem, where they are constantly subjected to Chinese propaganda. There have been reports of people getting their organs harvested in these camps. It is essentially prison concentration camps where all of these are called Uyghurs, this Muslim minority in the never eat sookie worms in the west, in the northwest of China, are being kept against their will, and they are trying to change them so that they're more cohesive within the Chinese state and that they become part of the Chinese identity. And there have been reports from women and people that have escaped these camps and have gone to the UN to talk about it. So this human rights abuse is insane. And what's so scary is that China has such a large influence in the world in the way that they can use their economic power to influence nearby states into kind of conforming to their ideology, and also about just gaining leverage on each and every one of them through their economic programs, where they, for example, help a country that's not very rich, like I think it was Sri Lanka, not very rich, to build a new port. Okay? And because they lent all this money to Sri Lanka, what they said is, okay, you can't pay us back, that's fine. We'll just take control of that port for 99 years. Right? Meaning that the Chinese gain all the benefit from building this new piece of infrastructure, and the Sri Lankans kind of get screwed.
Yeah.
And it's them kind of using their influence in all these different ways, which is what's partially so dark. But something that they're implementing this year nationwide is something that I think resonates more with you, and you can talk about a bit.
Okay.
This
is also educational for me. Like I'm unaware. So
yeah.
This is
See,
really cool.
this is part of the problem. Is what they're doing now is they're implementing a social credit system in China.
Okay.
In China, they have some of the largest amounts of CCTV cameras in the world, and that's just a camera that's monitoring people on the street.
Yeah.
Currently, they have one per every 12 people. Okay.
Wow.
One camera for every 12 people. They plan to increase that, so that I think they wanted to have, like, I forget the exact number, like 600 million cameras in the country. So that's like one camera for every 2 people around. And what they're going to do is they're also going to employ people, and they're going to have every person's every action is going to be recorded and assigned a point value score.
What?
So let's say you start when you're born with 1,000 points. If you, for example, find someone's wallet, not take any of their money and return it to them, you get 5 points. If you, however, find someone's wallet and keep it for yourself, you lose 10 points. Okay? And this way, the Chinese government is rewarding or non-rewarding you for your actions. For example, posting anything negative about the Chinese government on social media could lose you 10 points. Okay? So everything that you do, also because of their advanced facial recognition and all of their cameras, they're tracking you everywhere you go, and all the government employees that are monitoring everyone in this hyper-surveillance state, they're seeing what you're doing, and then they're giving you a value.
That's really
And they've been
weird.
trialing this in a bunch of different cities in China, and now they're rolling it out nationwide. And what this means, this point score, okay, they're doing a couple things with this. First of all, is they're denying you access to certain goods and services, such as if you have a too low of a point score, you can't go fly. You can't take an airline. You have to take a bus. Or you can't take this. Yeah, you are denied from flying.
Really?
Yes. Or you get higher interest rates on loans if you have a low point score. Because in the eyes of the government, you are a worse person because you have such a low score, and because of what they determine lowers or higher your score. So just because, you may help grandmas down the street, you may do all this, but you don't like the Chinese government, they're going to tank your score and have you have a really crappy life, so that they crush all opposition to them, because your life becomes living hell. Because you can't take flights, you can't get loans, you may not even be able to rent apartments. There are even people that are concerned that there are going to be dating sites which demand your score, and that people judge other people based on their score.
When's this being implemented?
This year.
Wow.
They've been trialing it, and they're implementing the social score this year. And there's a TV show called Black Mirror, and it feels like it's exactly like Black Mirror. There's an episode, I think it's called like Nosedive, which is like very reminiscent as to what's happening here.
Can you log in and check your score? Or?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But it's just so fucked up.
Wow.
That it is and
it's interesting how different.
It's such a violation of human liberties and privacy and everything.
No, I see that.
That I just get so angry with the Chinese, and in the end, we have 40 seconds left, and I just wanted to try to educate you about what that happened. I hope you people listened in for this last little bit of the show, and learn more about what the terrible shit that China's doing.
Well, I'm definitely going to research
and
this.
Why a lot of people give America shit. America's not that bad, okay? China is really bad.